All right, welcome to Positivity is the Way to Go. He is the ultimate networker, and he has 50 years of experience. Welcome my guest today, George Dubec. How is it going? How's morale, man, on this Saturday afternoon?
Well, I'll tell you what, Dion, it's great to be with you, man. We got a new year. Everybody's got to grind it. You got to work hard. Whether you make resolutions or not, it doesn't matter. You got to grind. It's a grind, man. If you want to be successful, make money, take care of your family, you got to grind. There's no easy way.
Do you have some New Year's resolutions this year, man? You want to talk about?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to be more lenient with respecting the fact that people are losing their minds in this country. I've been mad about it and upset. And now I finally figured out, you know what? That's the way it is. So I'm just going to accept that the collective consciousness of this country is becoming unraveled. And I'm going to just accept it and go, that's the way it is, man. I'm not going to get mad at nobody.
Yeah.
That's my resolution. I'm just
Well,
going to roll with the punches.
well, what I want to do this year is I want to get my channel monetized, my YouTube channel. I want to get me some work and get my own place,
Okay.
and maybe give me a wife.
Well, I can give you a tip on that because I'm an expert. I've written books on it. I had the largest singles network in South Florida from 1985 to 1992. I was on national TV on Sally Jesse Raphael, Phil Donahue, Faith Daniels, probably shows that you never even heard of. Um, so what I'm telling you is the best way to find a woman in today's world is make a love list. Write down everything that you would like in an ideal mate: physical characteristics, personality traits, behavior patterns, attitude, background, and then also deal makers and deal breakers. For example, when I was looking for a female to marry, I didn't want a woman that had pets. I didn't want even a social drinker. So those are deal breakers. So you make a list and you give it to your family, your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers, and especially your single friends. You say, listen, I'm serious. I want to find a good woman. Here's my list. If you know somebody that fits this description, I want you to hook me up. And that's how I found my wife 46 years ago.
Yeah, because these day naps, they don't work, man. Like Tinder, Bumble, Match, these day naps do not work at all.
Well, see, the thing is that if you use your own social network and somebody introduces you, a third party introduction is more powerful and reliable and credible than meeting online dating and meeting somebody at a bar. These are strangers. They could lie to
Yeah.
you. You don't know where they're from, what they're doing. But at least if somebody introduces you in their social circle, there's more of a credible accountability bond there.
Yeah, agreed.
So there you go. Make your love list.
Well said, George. Appreciate it. But you have branded yourself as the ultimate networker. What is the single most important habit someone can develop that in their own industry by being like a social networker,
Well,
such as yourself?
the number one thing to be the ultimate networker in your own world is you got to start a database if you don't already have one. Everybody that I meet, everybody on a daily basis, I probably add 5 to 10 new names a day into my database. And also, if somebody emails you, I take their email address and I put it in my database. So I've got right now 25,000 legitimate email addresses in different categories in my database. So I'm an influencer, I'm a resource, I'm a connector. And the more people that you put in your database, the more people that know you and you know them, the better off you are as far as networking. Like I just had somebody call me up today and they're looking for a personal injury attorney. I have a whole list of them. So these are the kind of things that you got to know everybody in town: landscapers, people in the beauty industry, people that own health clubs. And also, it's important to know business owners. The more business owners you know, the more chance of success you're going to have, no matter what business you're in.
Yeah, because I've been looking for like marketing work, man. Because I got a bachelor's degree, and I was in the commercial with Steve Wilkos, so I held the connections, but they don't live in Chicago though. Like I know actors, I know musicians, I know this guy that played with Tom Brady. We friends and stuff. So I know a lot of people, but I don't have like connections like in locally in Chicago where I'm at. So
Well, that's it's it's never too late to start. I tell my grandkids who are in college, I tell them to keep a list of all the people they meet, their professors, kids at school, get their contact information, keep it in a list or a file somewhere, or in a and build a database of all these people. Because when they graduate school and they want to get in touch with somebody, they're going to have it right at their fingertips.
yeah, but what if somebody give you a fake number? Like when I was in high school in the yearbook, it was a girl named Jocelyn I had a crush on. And she didn't give me the right number. So what if they give you the wrong number? What if the contact is the
Well,
wrong
that
number
I mean
though?
that's going to happen, of course. But I'm talking about business people in general. If they give you their
Yeah,
contact info, they're not going to give you a wrong number.
yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah. So the point being that you just have to connect, and then once you start to meet people and connect with people, you got to figure out how can you help people, especially the higher level, the more high net worth individuals you meet. You got to figure out because you're say at a lower level than they are, so you got to try to figure out what do they want, what do they need, how could you help them? Could you maybe bring them
Well,
customers, refer them business, or whatever?
well, the thing I could do is I have my YouTube channel. I have a platform, so I could actually advertise and I could actually promote they business on my channel.
Yep.
Like I promote a chef daddies on my channel. You know, a local restaurant in Chicago. You know, I could promote New Sound Cafe. It's a it's a church I go to called Chicago West. You know, they got a coffee shop now. You know, where the prices are affordable. You know, and they got a lot of good pastries and sandwiches. You know, so
Well,
I be trying.
another way to do it is when you go to any place that has is an establishment. Whenever I go to a doctor, a dentist, or I go to some office, I go talk to the owner and I say, "Hey, listen, I have an Instagram and a Facebook channel. Let me do a quick interview. Just take your phone and do 20-second interview with the guy." They love it. Say, "Hey, I like the other day went to my dentist. I interviewed him. I took his logo. He had a big logo sign in his office. I put the phone up there. I had his nurse take a video of me interviewing him. He loved it. So,
I gotta
and just
do that.
post
Do
it on
you post?
Instagram.
No, well, I don't got Instagram or Facebook, George. I got Pinterest. I got Pinterest. I got Linktree, and I got YouTube. Cause you know my guy Albert, he just got kicked off of Instagram, so he can never be on
Yeah. I
Instagram
mean,
no more. You know.
some of these platforms are crazy. They'll block you, or you'll get. I
Yeah,
got.
I got
Uh,
kicked off. I got kicked off of LinkedIn, man, because this girl was trying to get my was trying to scam me for money. You know, I got scammed out of $3,000 before for this job that was online. When I needed work, a job scammed me out of $3,000.
yeah,
So,
that's nasty.
well, these people don't care, man. They don't care about this. They do not care about scamming you these days.
Well, I just had a lady that had an online business for 20 years, and she got hacked on Facebook and her database, and she lost it. And she's trying to get attorneys and trying to work with cybersecurity people to get it back. So even no matter what you do, it's it's a crazy world, man. It's very volatile. You can't trust anything. In fact, Dion, my favorite phrase is, "I trust nobody but my mother, and she's dead." So there you go.
Yeah, I trust my mother. Thank God my mother's still alive, you know.
Okay.
On this earth, dealing with people, I be losing my patience sometimes, man. If it weren't for God, I'd be like, I probably would lose. I probably wouldn't have no patience. I'd probably be cutting up, curse people out. Maybe, I'll be treating people like trash if
Well,
if I didn't have the Lord, you know.
the problem is we have a culture problem.
Yeah,
Everything in this culture is going in the wrong direction. So it's like trying to turn the Titanic around, man. I don't know
yeah.
what's going to. It's just really it's tough. So and when people ask me for advice, I say it's every man for himself today. Good luck. That's it. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
We're all navigating the landmines of life.
Yeah, well said, George. So you say you famously built a database of over 8,000 professional contacts, but someone starting today with zero contacts, what are the first steps they should take to build a meaningful contact list?
Well, the most important thing, of course, is you got to get as many contacts as you can, but you got to also have a list of meaningful contacts. That means people you build relationships with, and you got to select those people. One of the best ways to do it is stop hanging out with your drinking buddies. You know, I call people drinking buddies that you have a good time with, you have a lot of fun, but ask them to borrow 50 bucks, and they'll look at you like, huh? 50 bucks? So I always tell people if you want to find out who your friends are, call somebody up at the end of the day and say, "Hey, I need 50 bucks as soon as possible. Can you put it up for me?" Because and say and if they say what for, say, "No, I really need it bad. Could you just give me 50 bucks?" And I'll tell you what, you're lucky if you find one or two people are willing to do that. But the point is, like when you're out meeting and networking, you want to try to meet and build relationships with the people that can help you make the most money, give you referrals, edify you, like you for what you do, your business, and are willing to refer you to other people even or buy your product or service. In other words, basically, who is benefiting you the most? That's who you want to contact.
Well, the thing about me, George, is with my YouTube channel, I always tell people you have a platform, you come on and be yourself, you know. That's why people like to come on my channel. And then my name, positivity is the way to go. So my
Okay.
elevator pitch for my YouTube channel is we're gonna have a positive mindset and you will have a platform to be yourself and it ain't gonna be no judging, you know, and it'll be a platform where you can be authentic and like grace this community where you could be yourself, you could talk about whatever and as long as it's a respectful manner, that's my
Well,
elevator
well,
pitch. So
well,
come on my channel
well
if you want to
the
have
other
some
important
fun and entertainment in your life from your daily life.
Well, the other thing I feel it's important today is to brand yourself. I recommend that if you brand yourself, people start to recognize your brand and who you are based on that. Like for example, my
Well,
brand's the Ultimate Networker. Everywhere I go, people start introducing me as the Ultimate Networker, not George Dubec. So I branded myself because people
well,
get the idea of what I am, who I am, and they think I'm somebody special.
well, my brand is positivity is the way to go. My name, that's the brand. That's what
Okay.
real people in come on my channel, because that's a different name. But then my YouTube channel is very different from other people's channels. So I'm a different. I have a different guest for all walks of life. So that's my brand. It's like I'm different, My show name, who I interview. It's like
I got it. How about if you called yourself the Positive Podcaster?
That's right. The Positive Podcast. Yep.
See
I'm gonna
that
start
way
doing
that
that.
way everywhere you go, like use that label, put it on your website, your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Say I'm Dion, the Positive Podcaster. So
Yep. I'm
when
beyond
you
the
come in a
Positive
room, they'll
Podcast.
start introducing you that way.
That's right, man. And I'm gonna trademark that.
That's it. Become the
Yep.
Positive Podcaster, man, and then you're going to get a lot of interest because you're a brand. You're not just some guy.
Exactly. Well, I'm a brand right now, but then my name gonna really put me over the top.
That's it. That's a once they start referring to you instead of your name as the Positive Podcaster, then you know the branding's working.
Exactly. So, what is your specific process for turning a casual conversation into a long-term business opportunity?
Well, there's two things I usually use when I meet people for the first time. You know, we exchange some casual conversation. Then I simply ask them, say, "By the way, what's your claim to fame?" Everybody loves that because I'm highlighting them I'm putting them on a higher level. Like I'm already saying, like, you must be famous. What's your claim to fame? So then that's really asking them, what do you do? What's your specialty? What's your brand? What is it? And so they let me know. And then the second thing I always ask people is, okay, why are you here and how can I help you? What is it you're looking for? You looking for customers? You looking for advice? You looking for resources? How can I help you in my net with my network? So those are two key elements that I always interject in every meeting with somebody new.
Well, the thing I learned, the thing I learned with like the women that they would never have more connections than me, like big time connections. Like I know people that got millions of dollars that got a lot of money and stuff. And the women that know that talk to me, they will never have those connections because I'm different, you know. So my connections, my connections. A lot of people don't understand that these days. They think, oh yeah, because you know them, I know them. Well, you don't know them on a personal level. Like I got people personal cell phone numbers, George, including you. You know, we networked and everything. You know, like I may do things differently, but it's effective. You know, I'm a hardworking dude, and I know my identity every day. A lot of people they don't have they have identity crisis, and they trying to find themselves on Earth and they don't know who they are. So when they wake up, they have a stagnant mindset. You know, they don't know where they're going. They don't know if it's Sunday, Monday, or Friday, Tuesday. You know, they always backwards, moving in the wrong direction instead of moving forward. And
You're
in
talking about the
2026,
that's most of the people in this country right now.
well, yeah, they wear their shirt backwards. You know, it's like, do you have? Why is your shirt not on the right side, you know? And that's how life is. You want to be moving forward or take small steps, you know, and that's networking. You want to build as many network, because the more people you network with, the more contacts you have, the more opportunity you have to actually make it big, you
And
know?
also I recommend to people don't just talk business once you meet somebody. Find out. I always also like to ask them, are you married? Do you have kids? Do you got a family? Where do you live?
Yeah, that's what I want to. I want all the single women. I don't want no women that's married or date somebody, because I
Yeah,
don't want to be in a love triangle, man.
yep,
Because
yep.
a
You
lot of
got to
women I
get
talk to,
yeah, get some personal information and then make sure you contact them every once in a while and ask them how their family's
well,
doing, how's their football team doing. It's always good too for guys to find out what their sports teams they like.
the thing is, George, I try to tell women that I want to be friends first. See, a lot of people today, they instantly want to have sex, you know, they instantly just want to have one night stand sex and
Well, you
everything.
and you're
And
talking to
then
the
it ruins.
choir. Hey,
Well,
back when
it
I was
was.
single.
Well, the thing is, you start to get feelings for that person, but what if they don't like you? What if it was just a fun night? You know, a lot of guys and women don't understand that. There's difference between a transaction relationship and actually a real love. A lot of people are just transactional people. Like Tyrese made a song called Transactional Love. You know, you want, see, if you're a man, you want long stability, like an NFL franchise. You want to win at all levels, you know? You want long-term success. A lot of people want to be like the Dallas Cowboy. They were made mediocre. They don't want to have success. They good right now. You know, they want the billion-dollar playpen like Jerry's World, you know, AT&T Stadium, you know. They run their mouth, but they don't really want to win. A lot of people in life don't want to win. They don't want it more than the next person. So when times get rough, they quit. They give up.
Well, the other problem in this culture is that they make everybody feel less than what they really are. Everybody wants they want you to want more. They want you
Yeah.
to have buy bigger cars, expensive clothes. They want you to become consumers. They want you to buy stuff. So
That's why
that's
we
why
got the
they have
iPhone. That's why all these iPhones, we got iPhone, we got to have an iPhone 19, iPhone 20, iPhone 21, iPhone 22. They always want you to have the newest iPhone. They're like,
yeah.
oh yeah, we got another iPhone coming out. And they like, yeah, I need that. Or the new car, you know? It's like I need that car, you know, or those new shoes, the moon boots. And then people they start to lose that trend. They want another boot. They want the Uranus boot. You got the moon boot, and now you want the Uranus boot.
Well, One of the things that as I got older, Dion, I became a minimalist. I threw away all my expensive suits, my silk ties. You know where I buy my clothes now? At Walmart. And I go places and people that they say that I'm one of the best dressed people there. I just buy pants for 15 bucks at Walmart and they look great.
I
And
thought,
you don't need to buy $1,000 pair of pants.
I thought you was gonna be saying you go to foreign meals and buy your clothes.
No, I have. In fact, I got my own style. I wear a sport jacket with like a t-shirt like this. Like remember Don Johnson in Miami Vice?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. You're too young. You don't even remember that was back in the 70s.
I'm young, man. I'm
But Don
28.
Johnson and his running mate, they used to wear jackets with just a t-shirt underneath. That's called that's called Miami or South Florida casual.
Straight cash, homie. That's
But it looks good though. You're still dressed, but you're not overdressed. You know what I mean?
well, yeah. Well, nowadays, my generation, they want the expensive $300 pairs of pants or shoes, and the more pricier, the more goods they look. And I don't care about that stuff. Material
The
stuff
other thing
lasts.
that I got to laugh at is sometimes they come in with a baseball cap on backwards, tennis shoes, all beat up blue jeans, and $1,000 gold chain around her neck. It's like, what
Yeah,
is
that's
that?
crazy, man. That's crazy.
I don't know,
So
man. It's nuts. But hey,
it
listen,
say,
did you ever watch a baseball game back in the 50s?
no,
But
I know
next
about,
time, like remember Mickey Mantle and Babe Ruth?
yeah, I heard of them. I heard of them, the Yankees and the Red Sox. Yeah.
Anyway, if you watch an old baseball game or football game, do you know that all the men in the stands had on shirts and a lot of them had ties and a lot of them had fedora hats. Nobody had t-shirts, numbered jerseys. Everybody dressed to go to a baseball game.
Yeah. And
Isn't that
now they don't do
crazy?
any of that. It's casual now. Yeah.
Well, now
Man,
have you been to the airport lately? People come to the airport in pajamas.
I know. Yeah. Well, in high school, they wear pajamas now, man. People wear pajamas to work and stuff now, you know? I
Yeah,
don't like,
I
I,
see. Yeah, I see some clothes that they look like pajamas when they're
well,
out.
I'm gonna give you a secret. I don't wear pajamas, George. I'm not a house shoe guy, you know. I was like, yeah, why pajamas good, but why you wear it outside to work or the grocery store, you know? It'll make me feel so uncomfortable. See, I like to wear stuff that make me feel comfortable, you know?
Well, it's good to have comfortable clothes, but you can buy clothes that look good that are comfortable. I mean, not these
Yeah,
baggy
yeah, yeah,
jeans
yeah.
with the
Yeah.
what was it? The jeans that are all cut up, they're sliced up, like with cuts in the side of the jean.
Jorts. Jorts.
Terrible.
Yeah, they call them jorts. Well, nowadays women they cut up their pants and stuff. They made like shorts, booty shorts and stuff. I noticed that.
Well, hey, listen, back in my heyday, back in the late 70s, we would go out to the discos and wear suits, and all the women had beautiful dresses, long painted fingernails, their hair all fixed. Everybody dressed, man. It was great.
Well, they wear booty shorts and leggings to church now, man. Like, what happens is, I be in church sometimes, like, man, where's their clothes at? Did somebody eat them?
I don't know, man. I feel bad for you young people. That's all I got to say.
Well, yeah, because they know the man's testosterone be running, and that's why they wear these clothes. They know how to get us, man. They know. So
That,
it's you advise students to use a 20 question interview to determine compatibility in dating. What are
yeah,
the top three? What
once you
are the
make
top
you,
three
yeah,
non-negotiable questions that should be asked? And that should be on every person's list.
right. Yeah, everybody should have deal breakers and deal makers for sure. Especially in today's world, there's a couple big issues, religion and politics. You better meet somebody that's aligned with your philosophies because that's going to be that's going to be a big deal breaker if you guys are
Well,
different religions or you have a different political party. That's nasty stuff.
Well, the thing is, a lot of women on these day naps or in real life, they be atheists, you know. They don't really care about the Lord. Like you could sleep with them, but that's pretty much it though. You could have like one fun night, you know. You don't gotta spend money on them really at all. That's how my generation is, you know. They just want to have fun, have a good time. And that's why they got like 4 or 5 boyfriends and the guys got like 4 or 5 different women, and they like, yeah, I'm just dating one thing, and then they be abusing them. Like a lot of women, they say that they can't have friends. They like, you know, my guy, he controlling. Well, why you with him then? Like a lot of people sometimes they be hitting their head against the wall and expecting a different result. They like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. People like toxicity, man. It's like people like
The
poison.
one thing that I say today, the best strategy is you got to set up a relationship like a business. You got to put everything on the table and come up with some agreement of what you both want, what's your objectives, what are you both willing to accept. And it's almost like a business interview. In fact, the 20 question interview isn't even good enough anymore. You got to sit down and look at this person as a business partner more than anything else.
Yeah, because there was a woman I dated for like 2 weeks. You know, she had worked at Jewels, but she didn't believe in God, and then she smoked weed. And you know, I admit I ghosted her.
That's
Well, yeah, I admit I ghosted her for 2 weeks and stuff. You know, she wanted to sleep with me and stuff. You know, and I ghosted her for 2 weeks, and I would admit I was wrong for doing that. But she talked bad about God. You know, we had fun. You know, the ride was good, the roller coaster. You know, while it lasted. You know, but at some point you got to get off the roller coaster.
Yeah, well, that's it. I always say that dating does not make a good mate. You can have somebody and have a great time dating, but it doesn't mean it's going to be a long-term relationship. So,
Well, yeah, they can be physically attractive, and that's what you it's like a little kid, you know, they want that toy, but eventually they're gonna get tired of that toy, they go on another toy. That's basically how dating is. You everything good, you know, for maybe a week or a month or a short period of time, but eventually you get stale, it get old, and you want something new.
what my problem was back in the 70s when I was single, Dion, is that I always dated the most beautiful women because men are visual. So I walk into clubs and I'd be dating these bimbos, but I didn't want to marry them. So that's why I made the love list. I said, I can't do it myself because I keep taking out these beautiful women, but there's like something missing here. It's not connecting. So I wanted to find the right person and not leave it up to my own eyeballs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I want a woman that got beauty and brains that got the lure. Because if you got the beauty and then you got the brains and you got God, perfect combination, like the Reese's peanut butter cups, man. You can't go wrong with that, man.
Well, it's a job. I mean, finding a mate is a job today. It's a lot of work. If you don't put any work into it, you're going to take whatever's available.
Well, I put work in, but they got to put the work in. I'm telling you, George, I'm one of the most hardworking people on this earth, man. I'm telling you, I go all out for women. Like romance, I go all out for them, man. I know how to treat women good now, you know. I used to be a bad guy, but now I'm a good dude now, you know. But now I get treated bad.
Try using the referral matchmaking network. Make a list and give it to all your friends and family. And the one thing that's
But
pretty
yeah,
cool
I
is like,
got you.
what I recommend if you go out with your buddies, have one of you guys be the wingman. Like you pick out
Yeah,
girls
wait.
that you like.
I always need a wingman, but I never have a wingman though. I need a wingman. I've been trying to get one for years now, man.
Well, you can
George,
even
you
get
want
a
to make
hey,
me?
hey, listen, you can get a female to be your wingman too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna look into that, man. I got it.
and then you could
So
be she could be the wingman for you, and you be the wingman for her.
yeah, uh-huh. See, great point. So
Yep.
you said you can. It said you can expect the love list concept and how professional can use a similar approach to find right business partners or mentors with the love list you was talking about.
Well, you can do the same thing. You can make a list of a certain kind of a client you're looking for, target your clients and give that to your friends and family. Say, listen, this is the kind of person that I want to do business with. Do you know somebody like this? Get referrals from your family and friends for social and for business. And that's the other thing. Don't be afraid to ask for referrals from people.
Yeah, that's what I do. I ask my famous friends, I ask them for referrals and stuff, you know. But some of them, they may not know you personally. So can somebody have to know you personally in order to get you a referral?
Well, yeah, usually you have to provide good products or service to somebody, and then they'll
Okay.
they'll give you a referral,
But what if they're a
or maybe
friend
they.
of yours though? What if you have talked to them for like a months and months and months, maybe a year? Wouldn't it be okay to get a referral from them? Like, who wouldn't want a referral with somebody that played with Tom Brady?
Well, I mean, basically, listen, you could ask it for anything at any time. All you can get
Yeah,
is a no. That's all.
yeah. Well,
I
yeah.
tell, I
Sometimes you got
tell,
to be.
there's a great book out there called The Aladdin Factor. It teaches people how to ask. People have a hard time. A lot of salesmen are great salesmen with the pitch, but they never ask for the order.
Yeah, well, I was working at U.S. Renewable Power, but man, I didn't make no sales. I was horrible, man. I got burnt out after like 2 weeks. I don't know how people do those jobs going door to door. It's like it's so difficult. The only people that make money are closers. Other than that, you ain't making no money. They telling you a story.
Yep, you got to be a good closer. You got to ask for the order,
Well,
whatever. That's
Well,
critical.
the only people that make money is closers in the sales industry. I know somebody that was in the sales industry for 30 years. The
Right.
closers make all the money. The little guys don't make no money. You like a foot soldier. You like the NFL roster. You like the 53rd player. You would make 5,000, but they're gonna bring home 180,000, 200,000. So you basically setting them up like you basically setting them up like the closer like in baseball. You go 8 innings and then Mariano Rivera come in or or Trevor Hoffman come in, he close the game. That's basically how the sales is. You go
Yeah.
8 innings, one hit ball, and then the ninth inning come and the closer gonna get all the outs, and guess what? They gonna make the money. They gonna make your money, and you gonna go on with a small little concession thing, small little thing, and you like, man, what the world? And they got that big old check with all those zeros, zero, 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 and you like, I just got two zeros, man. What was I
Well,
doing?
well, the other key ingredient in sales is you gotta you gotta be consistent, persistent, and relentless. You can never quit. You don't give up. You keep going back and back
Well,
and back.
that's why sales ain't my thing. But you know what my thing is? Marketing, man. I can market anything. I can market Rice Krispie cereal. I can market Subway. I can market businesses. I can market anything and people will buy it.
Well, that then stick with marketing, man.
Yeah, I know. That's my expertise, not sales. But
are
I'm
you
gonna get you.
using AI marketing yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't. Should I be using it?
That's what everybody's going in that direction, man.
Yeah. Well, AI taking over, but AI ain't gonna take my women though. I need a real woman though, not AI women.
Okay,
That's one thing that AI.
I'll send you a PDF copy of my book.
Okay. So I'm gonna get you out on this, George. But it was a pleasure having you on today, man. Great talk. We say the best for last.
Okay.
So you often speak about you you got a podcast, right? It's called CRST. And where do you see the future of voice in personal broadcasting going into 2026?
Well, I'll tell you what. There's like something like over 2 million podcasts out there, and the thing is that I tell people, look, if you don't have a big database, if you don't have a big following, and you don't market your podcast, it's almost just like an ego thing. Like, wow, I got a podcast. I got 100 viewers. I mean, like most of the podcasters are terrible and most of their guests are terrible. They got misinformation. They don't know what they're talking about. So you got to build, just like in any business, you got to build a following. You got to have a database. You got to market yourself. You got to put money out there to get people to want to come to your particular podcast. And it's got to be good and entertaining and provide valuable information. So it's a lot of stuff involved.
Well, did you watch my podcast, yours? What do you think about my podcast?
Actually, to tell you the truth, I haven't seen one yet.
You
I get,
haven't seen my show yet? Come on, George, man.
well, I'm on your show, so I'll watch that.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about some of my other interviews, though.
By the way, where are you located?
I'm in Chicago.
Okay, because we have a big podcast festival down here in Orlando, Florida, coming up in a couple weeks.
You will fly me out there? If you will fly me out there, George, I will give you this. I will come out there in the Sunshine State, man.
Well, I'll send you the information. If you can figure out a way to get here, I recommend it because it's going to be chock full of hundreds and hundreds of podcasters and podcast resources.
Well, you gonna be my resource, George. You gonna help build my contact, man. Cause I need you. We'll talk offline, man. I need you to help me out build my contact, man, with people you
Okay.
know in the industry, man. You
Yep.
know?
I'll send you some resource information also.
Yeah, and send me some people too, you know?
Okay. All right. I'll
But
get you set up with, I got a lot of interesting guests.
okay, well, it was a pleasure having you on again. Curious George, Prince
Oh,
George, you know.
okay, man. Well, listen, I'll send you that information. And by the way, if anybody wants to contact me, my website is theultimatenetworker.com. That's THE Ultimate Networker, all one word.com. And they can get my books, sign up on my database. And if they want to call me, my phone number's on there. They can call me up.
Well, yeah, and also y'all can check out my channel. Positivity is the way to go. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Linktree. I'm on Pinterest. So, and my new name is called on the Positive Podcaster. So
There you
y'all
go. I
announce
like it.
me as that from now on when you
There.
talking to me.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, George, what's